It is important to say this. Critical thinking, logic, analogy, or the use of the intellect can never decipher a mystery. Only spiritual knowledge and practice can decipher what is a mystery. On the whole, the way that leads to spiritual knowledge is basically entirely Christianity. You may reference Acts chapter 11, verse 26. At a certain level, Christianity can be described as a religion, a system of faith and practice, which is based on 1. God's promise to humanity, 2. The birth of Jesus Christ, his teaching, his death, and resurrection. It is one of the religions of the world, but deemed by some people as the highest, for one very important reason. The religion is founded on the direct teachings of the Christ, who is the second aspect of the God of our solar system, whose life sermon is based on love and grace rather than law. All other religions throughout the world are based on law, given by Jehovah, the third aspect of the Godhead. What do we mean when we use the word popular Christianity or esoteric? Esoteric in Greek refers to from or out of or outside. So it is expressed as knowledge that is outside and independent of a person's experience and can be ascertained by anyone. That is the knowledge that is outside and everybody can have access to it. It is mostly based on the 5 senses, as the scientists will do. Popular Christianity thrives on this form of knowledge because it is outside and accessible to the masses. Scriptures are often given material or word-to-word interpretation by resort to intellect, logic, and critical thinking. It has consequently, as a result of that, it has led to dogmas, creed, articles, and edicts to protect interpretation of scriptures, faith, and how to live by the scriptures. What are the characteristics of popular Christianity? 1. It is open to the masses. 2. It is faith-based with less emphasis on having an inquiring mind. 3. Has a lot of repetitive rituals. And 4. Scriptures are limited to word-to-word historical or story-like explanation. Those are some of the characteristics. If we go further, 5. It has a science-based material interpretation of scriptures. Interpretation most often is based on the 5 senses. If you are a liberal, you may accept science into it, but if you are a conservative, you may reject science as part of it. And 6. It is mixed. Popular Christianity is mixed with teachings of men, not just what scriptures say. How about esoteric or spiritual Christianity? What do we mean by the word esoteric? It is derived once again from Greek, where it refers to inner or something that is further inside. It is generally associated with secret or hidden knowledge, a belief that can be found throughout history and across cultures. It is normally intended for or likely to be understood by only a small number of people, not the masses, just a few, who have specialized knowledge or interest in that subject matter. It is appreciated mostly by mind-inclined persons who want to know this, the whats, the whys, and the hows before they can accept anything and take any action. Esoteric may involve these very important 3 elements. 1 is the study of mysticism. What is mysterious? 2, spiritual things beyond the 3-dimensional world. And the third one, alternative healing practices. Those are the three aspects that esoteric will be interested in. The teaching is present today, just as it was in the olden days. It is no more seen as magical or mythical. It is becoming more open to the public. It is no longer seen as being limited to a society that has secrets. Those days, they used to be called secret societies because the things that they teach over there are not open to the masses. But today, it is understood as a portion of the collective human efforts to understand the origin, the being, and our link to creation. Let us go to the Bible and let us see whether we have any substance that we can derive in respect of esoteric and exoteric. And we read from Matthew chapter 13, verse 10 and 11. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? He answered and said unto them, Because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. This is how Jesus Christ answered the disciples. Have you ever thought through this answer? Is it favoritism or selectivity? No, there is more to it, and we shall explain. The word mystery in the Bible occurs 28 times, especially in the New Testament. When we say something is mystery, it connotes a certain understanding, something that is difficult to understand or not easy to explain. It is often something spiritual beyond the five senses or the three-dimensional world. Let us look at some of the examples, and we read from the Bible. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 6 and 7. Howbeit, we speak wisdom among them that are perfect, yet not the wisdom of this world, nor of the princes of this world, that come to naught. But we speak the wisdom of God in a mystery, even the hidden wisdom which God ordained before the world unto our glory. And when we go to 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 51, we read again, Behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. We go to Colossians chapter 1, verse 27. To whom God will make known what is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles, which is Christ in you, the hope of glory. And we go to Revelations chapter 1, verse 20. We also read, The mystery of the 7 stars, which thou sawest in my right hand, and the 7 golden candlesticks. The 7 stars are the angels of the 7 churches, and the 7 candlesticks which thou sawest are the 7 churches. When you go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 1 and 2, once again we read, And I, brethren, could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, even as unto babies in Christ. I have fed you with milk, and not with meat, for hitherto ye were not able to bear it, neither yet now are ye able. It is important to say this. Critical thinking, logic, analogy, or the use of the intellect can never decipher a mystery. Only spiritual knowledge and practice can decipher what is a mystery. On the whole, the way that leads to spiritual knowledge is basically entirely an esoteric path, as against the devotional or esoteric path. This knowledge, we are talking about the spiritual knowledge. This knowledge serves 2 purposes. The first is it teaches the techniques and practices of overcoming human limitations. And the second, it studies the cosmic order and how to work within that cosmic order. Those are the 2 critical things that I look for in esoteric Christianity, in spiritual Christianity.